I've just come back from a 7-day riding trip to the Saxon Ring in Germany, and I've just got back, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about the ZX10 while it's all still fresh in my memory. So it was a 7-day trip, Saxon Ring. I did in total, door to door, bear with me caller, 1,745 miles. I stopped off at the Nürburgring along the way and did some laps around the track, which was fantastic. When I got to the Saxon Ring, we raced in the World GP Bike Legends event, and I was on a factory 500 ex Mamola Cagiva, so that was a real thrill. And I came back via Spa on the way back. Now, I'll tell you what, I work from the front, and let's tell you what, I've still got all my riding kit on, got my leathers under here, cycling shorts under my leathers, because that seat is effing uncomfortable after about 2 tankfuls of fuel. So at the front, brakes still ain't great. Gonna need to try a new pad soon. I've got the ABS dongle, and it makes it more predictable around the track, and it doesn't let off the brakes where the cornering ABS is saying no, 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 no. So it is more predictable around the track, but the brakes still haven't got the bite and the feel that you'd expect from Brembos. So I'm trying different pads for that. Screen is brilliant. That keeps off all the wind blast on the autobahns. I can sort of stick to about 115 on the autobahns, but I can't get tucked in under the tank. Fuel wise, I'm getting 130 miles to the tank steady, and 100 miles to the tank on the autobahn, and 80 miles to the tank on the track. So moving forward, okay, we've got screen. Tank bag's brilliant. Just unclips. It's an Oxford unclippable tank bag, so that just unclips nice and easy for when you need fuel. Now these rear sets are really good. They're made by Light Tech, had them fitted by Reactive Parts Limited, and these rear sets give me a little bit more leg room because this bike's really cramped. Whoever designed it and developed it, obviously very, very small. The foot pegs are quite high standard. These are a tiny bit lower. I can get them 4mm lower, which doesn't sound like a lot, but every little bit helps. And with the cycling shorts, I'm a little bit jacked up as well, so I've got a little bit more room, but it's still cramped. But what these rear sets do is give you a lot more feel because they're not bendy, they're nice and solid, so they make it feel like more of a race bike instantly. And because all the bearings and everything are nicer than standard, the gear shift is just so smooth. It's like seamless. So these are really worth their weight in gold. They look great, and they're made of billet aluminium with magnesium heel plates, so that's pretty cool. The exhaust, got the baffle in, no problem at all. The engine, the power is just seamless, just like a turbine smooth on the road. And the ride quality is really plush, feels like real quality suspension. The steering's not so good on the track, but that can be dialed in. Then we've got something which is a bit of a bugbear. Now the bike's filthy really, which is doing my head in. I can't wait to give it a clean. But the back of the swing arm is open, so all the rubbish goes into the rear shock, even though it's got a hugger. So that's going to take some cleaning. Going to have to take the rear wheel out to do that. Most impressive thing though are the tyres. So these are Metzeler Racetech RRs K3 compound. Now these have been on for 3,000 miles now, a little bit more actually, and they've done a track day at Alton Park, 4 laps of the Nürburgring, all the way to Saxon Ring and back, and some other bits and bobs. And not only do they grip like buggery, they're really good in the wet, they're very stable, they warm up really fast, and there's no real signs of wear. There's still loads of tread, and it's still round. So that's well impressive after 3,000 miles for what's basically a track day tyre. So comfort wise, on a long journey, compared to my R1 for example that I had last year, the seat's a lot more comfortable, but only just. The bars aren't as low, so there's no wrist stake on this, it's much better, but the pegs are higher. The R1's got really generous leg room, so if you could make a mishmash of the two bikes, I'd have the seat height of the R1, the seat of the ZX10, and the bars of the ZX10, and that screen, that skid mark screen is really good too. I've got another big trip coming in a couple of months time to Ibiza, but in the meantime I've got another track day where I'm going to try and sort those brakes and just make the handling a little bit sharper.